guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Heyynelly TV, and today I'm going to be telling you guys my experience with Amazon. Since Amazon was the thing back in quarantine, well, in my state they're not quarantined anymore. Personally, I don't think Amazon is for me. It might be for you, you might like it, but this is from my experience only. So let's get right into it. So let's start off with the application process. I started in October, right? And all I did was go to the Amazon website, fill out the application, and then they have you do a game or something real quick. And then after they have you do the game, you get to schedule your orientation or your drug test whenever you want to come in. That day you will take your drug test, okay? So when I did my application, the only day that was available was the next day. It's no interview or nothing like that, okay? So I came in the next day. We got inside, we watched the video, and then they had checked if we did filled out all of our papers and everything like that. And after that, we went to go take a drug test. The drug test is a mouth swab. After that's over, they are supposed to get back with us or send us an email in like a couple of days. After a couple of days, got the email and I was told to come in. So mind you, the only days that was available for me was only overnight shift. So my shift was 6:30 p.m. to 5 a.m. in the morning. So yeah, I came in on my first day. We had a tour, what yada yada yada. We got trained in our department. I'm in the packing department, which is like the easiest department at Amazon. Packing is the easiest department at Amazon. I'm telling you. Now, every Amazon is different, so it might be other departments that may be easier than the packing department, but I know everybody in my building wants to be in the packing department. So as time goes on and everything, I thought it was, a pretty cool job. It's not what everybody was saying it was. Everybody is usually like, it's hard work, yada, yada, yada. It wasn't really that hard. Like, it wasn't really like as much hard work as in like as you would imagine. Really just depends like what department you're in. You decide if you like it or not. I know most of the departments, everybody really hate the other departments. So one thing you guys should know is that in order to keep your job there, your rates have to meet their standards. So for the packing department, they want you to reach like 250 items in an hour, as in like not packing, like not 250 boxes, but like 250 items that's in each box. You have to reach 250 an hour. That's what they want you to reach. A lot of people reach 170, 150, sometimes 200, 100 and lower. You're at the bottom pretty much, and whoever is at the bottom 10% of the list, you either get a write-up, and then if it happened again, you would get terminated. So they have to let you know if you're at the bottom of the list. I have never been at the bottom of the list. I was always at the top of the list because, yeah, y'all know. So that's just a note. If you work overnight, they do add 50 cents to $15. So you are getting paid $15.50. 40 hours a week, but 10 hours a day. So I was working Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday for 10 hours straight overnight, getting off at 5 o'clock. At first, it was nothing to me because I was like, okay, I'm an all-nighter. Like, I like to stay up and stuff like that. So I could do it, but then after time get by, I was like, bro, I'm tired of doing this. Like, I'm tired. So yeah, after a while goes on and stuff like that, it is Christmas season. Christmas season is a lot. That is peak season. They hire a whole bunch of people. You have to stay an hour later. So peak, I was doing 6:30 p.m. to 6 a.m. 11 hours. Yo, like literally, like it was too much for me. I was ready to go. I could do 10, 11. Yeah, you reaching it. Like during like the seasons and peak times, HR is really strict. They will fire you for anything. So the most common thing that people would get fired for is your time. And when I say your time, I meant like if you come back late for breaks, they'll like, if they scan your badge, that means you have a warning. If they scan your badge again, like the next day, that means you probably just got written up. I never got written. Well, I'm gonna get into that. But as far as like time goes, like as like if you get in trouble for your time, so I got in trouble for my time before, it was a warning, but those are only during peak time. They try to do it randomly, like without telling you. Mind you, Amazon never tells you anything. They never tell you nothing. We gonna get into that. We gonna get into that. So yeah, they do it like on random days and stuff like that. Like they could be doing it day 1, day 6 they'll be doing it again. And write-ups are usually gone after 30 days. So if you're good for 30 days, then you're good. But if you get, I think it's 2 write-ups, if you get 2 write-ups, and then your next step will be termination. You can't steal out of there because they usually have security systems. If you have something in your pocket, it's gonna go beeping, and if the security guard tells you to go through the line to get checked and you don't, they will fire you over that too. But why would you steal something in there anyways? Another thing is also getting to your stations late at a later time. You can get in trouble for that too. Also, when you're working at Amazon, they track everything. Like it's cameras everywhere. They pretty much know what you're doing. If you go to the bathroom for 10 minutes, they'll know, and they'll come up to you and tell you like, why was you in the bathroom for 10 minutes? If you go in there for even 7, they'll probably come up to you and be like, what was you doing for 7 minutes, da 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 da. When you logged off, when you logged back in, they can see all of that. Also in the pack departments, they could track like missing items, damaging items. If you have too many things missing and you have too many things, like too many damaged items, then they're gonna come to you and be like, what happened? Like, did you notice this? Did you notice that? Explain your reason, and that's just that. But let's talk about the environment real quick. So really Amazon is like a cardio workout. Like if you work there, you're guaranteed to lose weight because it's the workout. We walk miles every day back to our station, like downstairs, upstairs, like going on break and stuff like that. And just walking in general, like you could be on a pack station, and if because it's supposed to be somebody who's always supposed to stock up the boxes for you. If they're not present, you have to go around the shelves and go find boxes yourself. Those people who get boxes for you, they're walking constantly miles and miles and miles. I would never I couldn't do it. Most of the time it's a guy who's on that position. Sometimes it's girls, but hey, they don't track the people who do the boxes because they're not scanned into nothing. They're just assigned to do your boxes, and that position is called the water spider. Oh, another thing is if you leave your station too early. So when we're going on break, it's supposed to be 10 o'clock. 10 p.m. we go on break. That's our first break. It's only 30 minutes, y'all. It take 3 minutes just to get back downstairs, and y'all want us to clock out at 10 o'clock. That's already 3 minutes of my break already, and then you have to walk all the way to the vending machines if you're hungry. That's another 2 minutes already. So I already wasted about 5 minutes of my time just walking down the stairs to go getting something to eat and then sitting down, finding somewhere to sit. And you can get in trouble for that if they're like during peak time. Sometimes they'll sneak up like those type of problems with you if you leave in your station too early. Most of the time, like I leave at 9:58 because most of the time they don't be tracking. So I go downstairs, get my 2 minutes. You have to wear comfortable shoes. You know, sometimes when you first start there, you don't know what shoes are comfortable enough to stand there for 10 hours. So that first week when I had first started, my feet was on fire. Literally, it was on fire. Wear the right shoes. As far as like the people there, a lot of them are in their 20s, but the type of people who works there basically like is looking for love. Like Amazon is like it's a hookup place. Environment is definitely like high school environment, I would say. I say like most of the people there do not have a social life outside of work. So that's why they have to come in there to start drama, because it's probably nothing outside of their lives that's exciting. So when they come to work, you know, they happy to come to work. They excited to come to work because, you know, it's stuff going around and stuff goes around fast. And like I said, it's like high school. That's pretty much the environment. Yeah. People don't have social lives outside of Amazon. The benefits, it's a whole bunch of benefits that they offer. It's good benefits, the 401, dental insurance, medical insurance, discounts. They have a lot of stuff, a lot of good benefits, and I think that's why like a lot of people apply there. And even like say if you don't have any work, if the Packers don't have the any work, then they can get in trouble. If you don't have any work, then you can get in trouble. They know when you do and you don't have work. If you stop working, like they'll probably like try to move you, or they'll come and look at like what's the problem, like what's going on. They know everything. They really do know everything. Let's talk about another problem that I have with working there that really bothers me. They pretty much like they want your life dedicated to the company. As in, you can't take a day off whenever you want to. You have to have PTO for that, and you have to have UPT for that, which is paid time off and unpaid time off. You have to have time in order to get a day off. Mind you, it's 10 hours. When I was working there, they was giving like 3 to 4 hours of PTO every other week. And I think it was the same with UPT also. Like it was like 3 to 4 hours. Now that was good. That's when everything is good. When they doing that every other week, you know, you can save it up and build it up, get your day off, whatever. And you also have vacation time, but vacation time, they only give you 1 hour every other week, which is definitely not enough. You have to wait months in order to get at least 2 days off, you know. So in January, the start of the new year, they changed the rule for UPT. As in, you get only 20 hours of UPT every 3 months. Every 3 months, only 20. So that's 2 days off for me in 3 months. For PTO, so they had officially stopped PTO in May. It's no more PTO, so the only thing that you could depend on is the UPT. Vacation time is still it still goes on by the year, but remember it's only 1 hour every other week. And when you put in vacation time, you have to put in like a day before you get the day off. So you have to know pretty much the day before. PTO and UPT, you could put it in the same day. Yeah, so like that's my problem, because so like what if something important happens and and what if I don't have the hours to go home? You're just gonna have to stay there. And if you don't have the hours, then you're just gonna get fired. And that's just what it is. Quick story time about that. So it was a girl, it was like at the beginning of like the COVID season, but everything wasn't changed yet. Like Amazon wasn't taking it serious yet. It was a girl, and she basically went to human resources, which they're usually downstairs on the computers, whatever. She told them that she's sick, can she go home? She didn't have the hours for it, so they told her no. So I guess she had came to them again, and I guess HR had realized like, oh yeah, like this serious, like okay, well you could go home or whatever. I don't know, like the middle store or whatever. She probably went somewhere else, I don't know. Basically like she died at Amazon. For a while, like HR was trying to cover it up, saying like, you know, they don't know what happened, this and that, and they don't know where she died, and they wasn't trying to reveal like any facts like how she died and stuff like that. And they had her like her picture on the board saying like RIP and stuff like that. So but people had to find out by the people who was cleaning, because the cleaning people, you know, they pretty much around the building, they get to do whatever they want to. So they said that she had the flu, and then it wasn't taken care of, and then she had pneumonia or something like that, and she ended up dying in there. My thought is they should have took it serious the first time when they told her that she was sick, because it was already COVID season. Why can't we go home? It's COVID season. Why are you guys not taking it serious? It was a terrible thing, and it's scary. Like they really let somebody die in there and try to cover it up. So a week after when the girl had died, they had came out with the no UPT rule, as in, hey, so this was the greatest thing that they ever did. The no UPT rule is that like we can leave whenever we want to, and they wouldn't take no time away from us. You know, the first day when everybody was hearing that, and it was on the news too, everybody went home that day. But then like it was just so like suspicious and weird, because it's like, well, this girl just died because of that, and then all of a sudden they come out with the no UPT rule where you could leave whenever you want to. That no UPT only lasted for, I think it was like 2-3 months. I don't know. I don't remember. And that was during COVID season. A lot of people got fired because they wasn't reporting their absences on that little app. If you wasn't reporting your absences, then yeah, you got fired. Of course, they hired more and more people. What for? These are outside people. What if they have COVID? And even at the beginning of COVID, in the middle of COVID, they wasn't taking it serious. People kept on stealing like disinfectant wipes and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden they come out with more, and then all of a sudden they start splitting us up, and then we couldn't sit next to each other. We had to sit a section away or a desk away from each other and stuff like that. So that's that story. And then we got this horrible manager. He was the worst manager ever. I got written up for having my freaking hoodie on, and during the time I wanted to switch to Whole Foods, Amazon, but I couldn't because I had that write up. That is so stupid. Why would you write me up for that? And then he had to wait. I had my hoodie on 3 days straight, and he didn't tell me that he written me up until the 4th day. Come on now, bruh. Come on now, bruh. He also wrote a lot of people up without even telling them. He ended up getting in trouble for that because too many people was reporting him to HR. And as you keep on reporting these types of stuff to HR, they end up moving him to another department, which was a good thing because we got a new manager now. So another thing that I want to touch base on is if you're a female, a lot of times at Amazon, you are sexually harassed. Men in there are creeps and they are nasty. I had too many older men trying to talk to me. Y'all know my age. Why is y'all talking to me? Yeah, and I will say it was one incident. It was a guy. He was harassing this girl that I was cool with. He was at stations where he wasn't supposed to be at. He would like follow her, sneak up on her, be like, hey. And then she kept on telling the process assistant manager like, oh, he keeps bothering me, da 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 da. And he eventually kept on getting in trouble because he wasn't at where he was supposed to be at. He wasn't at the right station. It even was a time where this guy had followed a girl to her car. And I even seen guys like as they walk past women, they'll like say, excuse me, they put their hand and then put their hands on their waist or something. Like, stop. Like, why are you doing that? Like, you could easily get reported. It's been a whole bunch of men that has been reported there, and a lot of times Amazon doesn't do anything. I don't know how he got fired, because this was over like the season time, so you could pretty much get fired over anything. I don't know how he got fired. He must have got fired for his time, but I know he wasn't fired for sexually harassing these women. So you definitely had to be careful with just talking to anybody in there. During like the summertime, work pretty much slows down because a lot of people are not ordering over the summertime. So they'll start giving out like volunteer time off. Go ahead and take it because we need a break. And for volunteer time off, they do not take no time away. I think I touched based on everything. I just don't like the environment. It's just not for me. Some jobs are not going to be for you, and that is okay. It's too much hard work for not enough pay. Like, the pay doesn't match up with the work that you're doing. It's just the environment that was just like just making me tired of just being there. Like, people there are so into drama and they are so negative there. Who wants to be in an environment like that? And then when you're working 10 hours overnight, you're not really getting any sleep. Well, you're sleeping like in the daytime. And then at the same time, while you're not really getting any sleep, you're also not eating a lot either like you used to. You're not eating 3 times a day. You wake up in the afternoon now. Definitely eat before you get there because you are going to be hungry. You're going to be thirsty and all of that. Now, you can always get water while you're working too, but you're going to be hungry. And them breaks are only 30 minutes. So 30 minutes goes by pretty fast. That is my experience with working at Amazon. I am about to quit, and it's going to be one of the happiest things I ever did in these last 9 months, okay? If you're thinking about working there or you have any questions about anything, and you can comment down below, and I'll be glad to answer you guys' questions if you guys are interested in Amazon. Sorry if I left anything out, but this is my experience, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.